Welcome to the first ever J Stocks long form video. Today I'm going to be talking about Nvidia. Nvidia is the biggest company in the S&P 500. It is basically the market now, and they reported earnings on Wednesday, May 20th after hours. As you can see, Nvidia's gone up a lot since April. Really since the March 30th dip that we saw, but this chart, it looks a lot like the S&P 500. Let's compare the two really quickly. So I know we're in a different format, but as you can see, took a dip in March, definitely towards the end of March, March 30th. We saw a lot of lows for the AI trade, or I guess AI stocks in general, and then a huge run up from that point on. And obviously with the earnings that Nvidia reported, everyone is very bullish on Nvidia going forward. And we'll likely see that uptrend continue for the short term at least. Let's take a look at Nvidia's financial results, earnings, this document that came out. And mainly want to focus on that pink arrow right there that says a record revenue of $81.6 billion, up 85% from 2025. It's absurd. Okay, it's crazy how Nvidia's been growing. Also, an $80 billion additional share repurchase for their stock. I'll be talking about that next, but first I want to talk about the record revenue. How profitable Nvidia's been, the AI chips, what they've done for the semiconductor space. I mean, it's just absurd how everything attached to Nvidia, every stock, data center stock, you can see record data center revenue up 92%. It's $75.2 billion. There's been data center stocks that have flown in the last year. Cypher, Iron, APLD. I mean, I can name so many. NBIS, another one recently that's flown up a lot in 2026. The effect that Nvidia is having on the market is crazy, and that's why the title of this video is Nvidia is the S&P. Nvidia's stock had typically been going down after earnings, even if they beat earnings and beat expectations. So this time on Wednesday, after hours during their earnings call, Nvidia announced that they're going to be doing a share buyback to hopefully prevent a huge drop off in the stock after earnings. And yeah, here we are. As you can see, there's been a little bit of red after earnings. Nvidia in general will break 250, probably 250 plus very quickly. But these sell-offs are definitely interesting. It's a lot of people taking profits, a lot of people treating Nvidia like a day trading stock, and it's not. It's basically the S&P, and you got to remember for long-term investors who have a lot of time in the market, Nvidia always seems like a great buy, but you have to be patient and wait for these times where we do see the red. As you can see, every time we've seen red, it's followed by a solid amount of green to then eventually get to where we are today, hovering between 220 and 230 a share on a week-to-week basis. My apologies. I meant to say 210 to 230 per share. I'm not going to edit that out. I'm just going to leave it, because that's really where Nvidia's at. I think it will be 220 plus, though, heading into June and heading into the summer. Nvidia, once again, a stock you should always be following, but always understanding that they've done a lot of stock splits. There's been a lot of growth from Nvidia in the last 5 years that you probably won't see again, or at least if you do see it again, it'll take a lot of time for Nvidia individually. If you want to get into the high beta names, the more riskier names, definitely make a video on those too. But this was overall the main gist of the video. Nvidia has a $5 trillion market cap, as you can see by this image, and they're only growing more. They're the biggest company in the S&P 500, and Nvidia is just, they're the greatest AI play right now, been the greatest AI play of the 2020s. We just got to follow, see what happens. But otherwise, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sticking through the 5 minutes that I made, just getting this first video out, talking about Nvidia, talking about their great earnings that they had last week. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more. I know it wasn't that long of a video, but I'm going to be coming out with more videos talking about other stocks, other potential trades that I like. And yeah, just like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.